Okay, greetings, Patriots, Starseeds Lightworkers, and of course our brave military. Welcome to 1776 United, and we're in a worldwide and galactic revolution. I'm Alex West in Western BC. Now, I had some people, podcasters, if that's what you want to call him. His name is Walmart Mitch. You can find him easily on TikTok. He's attacked me on a couple of things. He got my, never asked for money in big letters across the top, and he's claiming that, of course, I'm not asking for money because I'm being paid by the military. And I wish I was. I wish I was being paid. But no, Mitch, you're letting your imagination run wild with you, and it's getting away, and it's making you look like a stupid ass. So I'm a normal Canadian, Western Canadian patriot out there just trying to find the truth and get the information out. Now, maybe it doesn't come to you, but there's a lot of people out there that are just coming on and just starting to, know what's going on. And I do have to get in to places like the Restore Republic that they maybe have not been there yet. I get into other options. There's lots of sites out there that you can collectively take information off there and make up your own video on there, and that's exactly what I do. So I try to clarify it for everybody, okay? The only connection that I have with anything is my research, okay? Let's just get that clear, Mitchy boy. And of course, my money, well, I've worked all my life, and I'm 70 years old. I've owned 60 mortgages, and I've sold and bought and built homes. That's what I do. I've accumulated a little bit of money, okay? So I don't need anybody's money. It doesn't mean that I'm having to be paid from somebody else. Plus, I mean, the government gives me their little tokens of pension at the end of the month, so I'm able to sit back and enjoy my life in doing my research by showing the younger ones, and the ones that are just coming on board now, exactly what's going on in this crazy world. Anyways, let's move on. So everybody knows that Fauci was just arrested a short while ago, and he was arrested a while back, but of course they're making this all public now, which is good because that's telling us it's close to the end. And another disclosure that I did notice, that I did pick up on Restored Republic, is that Obama is the grandson of Adolf Hitler. Okay, he's the bastard boy that Hitler was playing around, not with Ava Braun, but with, I believe it was one of the housekeepers, okay? Kind of like Schwarzenegger did at one time. Okay, so now, I think the metal markets are being shut down. And the reason why I say that is because there was a real huge glitch all day today. Like when Monday morning, when it first broke out, it broke out and it started climbing very aggressively. That was both gold, silver, platinum, and palladium, okay? And all of a sudden in the afternoon, it just stopped. It was just there, and it stayed there for 3 hours, and I'm going, yeah, they shut it down because it was the metal rates were climbing too fast. So that's why I think what happened. But looks like they're back online and it's starting to climb again. So I don't think there's anything they can do to stop it now. Now, there's a lot of things that just don't make sense to you out there in the world. And I'm going to focus in on the newbies, the people that are just coming on and, wondering what's going on here. There's a lot of things, even with the people, even myself, are saying, that doesn't even make sense, when they're dropping comms or doing the things that you're doing, okay? Why are they saying all this? Why is it? So what I'm saying, it may not make sense to us, okay? But it's certainly making sense to the cabal, okay? It makes perfect sense to them. And they're scared to death, okay? They are very, very scared. Now, I'm going to get into a little bit of money here. And what I'm, because I've been studying, I do a lot of studying on the Sarah Jacera. And you can have all the naysayers out there and and negative operators such as Walmart Mitch, you maybe have to go back to Walmart and start working there, boy, because this podcasting for you isn't working out so well. Anyways, I'm based on the information I'm getting, is that I think what's happening, based on my research on NESARA GESARA, is, and what I heard just recently, and I wasn't going to disclose it till I basically verified it, but when we go in, of course, our QFS is already set up mirrored on our accounts. Like if you've got a bank account right now, then of any sort, okay, you will be having a quantum QFS. That will be another account, which is going to be your QFS account. You might have some digital writing, say in Odin, and that Odin is the search engine or the driving force of the QFS. Okay, it's the connecting that connects everything together. Okay, now that being said, also you have already got XLM attached to your accounts. Okay, because they got to pay you somehow. They'll pay you in two ways. It'll either be a rainbow currency, which is a gold back paper note, and of course the USD note will be phased out, and I'm not too sure exactly when, but it has to be phased out fairly fast because they're going to have to replace it with the new treasury note, which is what you're going to have in your account. Okay, and if you do have money that's on the outside that you got stashed away or whatever, I think you're allowed up $5, $6, $7, maybe even $10,000 that you're allowed to just go in and trade in, and then either put it back in the bank or do whatever you want with it. Okay, now that's what I'm saying, is that there's going to be two ways to being paid. Now, based on what I'm understanding from GESARA, all the gold, and that is, and we can get into all that later as far as the gold goes, but there's such an abundance of gold on this planet that they are going, and they have had this planned, but they are going to use this for the global currency. Okay, so gold is going to be used as a global currency. Silver, okay, I believe it has much more properties, many more properties in it, okay, that they will need it for many other different technologies that are going to be coming out. And as we see the new technologies that do come out, you're going to see many more needs for silver. Now, there's only so much silver on this planet, and that is going to increase the price and the demand for it substantially. Okay, and there's word out there, Captain Kyle and John Dowling and Nick Binyamin and Michael Jaco. These people are plugged into the watching the markets, and they are and of course Mark C, they are plugged in and know what they're talking about. And there are a few of the guys out there that are not going to say be so aggressive in what silver's going to go to, but with all my research and everything, I think it could break out once the QFS and everything is in play, and we go through the EBS and everything gets revaluated, such as gold. Gold will be a stabilizer. It'll stay stabilized throughout the world, because that'll be our international money exchange that we can deal back and forth, and all the currencies that are on the planet, the different currencies with all these different values will all even out. Okay, so hang on to your foreign currency, and I believe that gold will stabilize maybe 10 or 15,000. I'm not sure per ounce, but I know that silver will most likely be the same thing. Now, it probably will for this year, and maybe very early next year, will maybe push $5,000 to $8,000 an ounce. That's what I'm thinking. That's what my little spidey senses are telling me. I'm going to get aggressive on this because I think that's where it's going to go. Okay. So anyways, that's all good news. So if you got a chance, go out there and buy some silver. Now, of course, the Federal Reserve is completely dead. Okay. The IRS and the Federal Reserve have both been consumed by the Treasury Department. Okay. And that has been completely taken over. So people stop paying your taxes. Of course, again, there's speaking of tax, there's going to be a 14% tax, I believe, anywhere between 10 and 14% is what I'm hearing. Flat tax on only new goods. Anything after that, such and any essentials that are there will not have a tax on it. Okay, we've all been supporting in this old slave environment. We have been supporting the Jesuit, unelected bankers, which are otherwise named the NAZIs. Okay, they are the I forget the name of them. There's a long name of them, but they took the name NAZI out of the middle of their name, and used it for the Second World War, out of for the inside Germany for the Third Reich. A lot of that was all, and that's a whole brand new story. Okay, but what I'm saying is that we have been supporting these NAZIs and their bankster fraudulent organizations. We've been supporting them for generations. Now, it's time for us to, tell our friends, our brothers, our sisters, and everything that has a bank account to get your money out of the bank, because I feel that we're really, really close. Now, I don't know why I've been having these dreams, and of course, about the certain date. And of course, when I do through the day look at information or intel that's coming out, this date pops up again. So there's some kind of, similarity, some kind of connection going on here. I don't know. And I'm not trying to even try to figure it out. But September 24th and 25th, I think, is going to be something significant happening. Now, yeah, I heard today in BC, there's no planes flying. They're all down. That could be basically a test run. Now, that's very, very significant. And I want to thank all my, my truther family out there, my tribe, for giving me the important information that I do get, because it's all very, very vital. And I try to get that put into video, because stuff like this here, like having, flying, all planes down in BC is quite significant. Now, if they're down in BC, are they down in Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, all across Canada? I don't know. But we have not seen a plane. I live fairly close to an airport, and I haven't seen a plane or even hear one today. So that's very, very interesting. When all this does happen, gang, there's going to be anywhere between a 2-week, 3-week, 3-month, maybe even 6 months of healing. And in this time that we have this shutdown, it's important that we get kind of into our Creator, talking with our Creator, doing some really deep meditation, looking within yourself, and start trying to self-heal, telling your mind, having your mind tell your body what to do. If you feel ill or all this stuff, have your mind tell your body that I'm going to heal this particular area. I'm going to heal this. This is very, very important. I believe that there's a spiritual connection coming, and all these downloads that we're getting right now, and flashes that we're getting, and this clear skies and everything coming is the very, very beginning of great, great things to come. Okay. Anyways, my time is up. I love you all. God bless everybody, and we will see you on the next one. And good luck, Mitch, with with your conspiracy. All right. Bye now.